Very good evening, Sunilji, for all your presence. And it's my pleasure to have an interview with you, possibly after a long time. And I have been thinking, we should have an interaction and just to understand your journey. Since I've been already interacting with you for a long time and I've been knowing you also for a long time. And what I felt, Sunilji, on a very deep-hearted note that uh, possibly in this cluttered zone of digital space in today's date, there have been so many digital coaches as such that is having hovering around. But what has actually allowed me to resonate with your story is a kind of journey that you have gone through, the real journey and your strengths, the way that you have catered to the market and all your strong strengths. So this short interview is just to understand a quick glimpse of that. And in today's date, all the business owners who are there, literally roaming around, they're actually into that very confused state of zone. Our guest, which is Sunil Chaudhary. He is India's leading digital coach and a transformative coach in the digital space. He's coming with a very strong decade of more than 2 decades of experience and expertise. Wherein his journey has seasoned to all businesses or individuals and empower the knowledge and commitment to their journey to transform businesses as well. Sunil Chaudhary is one of the coach in the digital space who has not only handhold businesses or individuals as well. He has also helped in achieving digital success to all the entrepreneurs and individuals and business owners as such who was trying to build their space as such. In the journey as well, and has been a mentor and influencer as well. Thank you. A short introduction. So I think without wasting much time, Sunilji, so let's deep dive into it. So uh, just to have a quick understanding, like uh, it's already there in today's date, and people are there into so much of flashy ad and so much of flashy ways of getting into how to get into online space and all that stuff. So if you can just throw the light, how do you have started your journey? I have understood probably you were there in corporate journey for a long time and then you have started your Just Bazaar and all that. So how was that started? How was the journey? Was the journey was very smoothful, or was it like you have been very techy from day one? Was it like that? So how was journey? I was just like to listen that raw part of it. Yeah, please go ahead.
So, first of all, thank you, Avekji. So, we have been associated for a long time, and thank you
Yeah,
for the trust you have shown in me for all these times. So, my intention is always clear that I want to make progress, and but by following the ethical ways. I don't want to be
mm,
dishonest. That is the one
true.
thing. So, people say in the world of internet, if you want to make 10 cr in the next 1 year, we have secrets. there is
Yes,
there is no secret.
true.
The only secret is
Yeah,
there, that is hard work, consistent hard work.
yeah,
There is no
yes.
other secret. So that's the
Mm,
short thing. And the other thing, like you wanted to know the raw journey. So I belong
yeah,
to a
yeah,
very small village agricultural family, farming
yeah.
family, and we are like from the lower middle class, maybe lower middle class,
Okay,
almost like at the line
okay.
of poverty, where like
Yeah.
we have only veg food and
Mm,
normal house, normal field. So that kind of family we were. And in 2006 I completed my graduation. So I belong to Aligarh, Uttar Pradesh, and I was not giving much time to my studies. So kind of gundagardi I used in the final
Okay.
exams
Okay.
to just to crack the exams. So
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 when I
I
say,
completed
sorry,
my.
yeah, sorry to interrupt, Sunilji. When I say raw journey, I was just trying to understand for all our audiences, especially the business owners,
I'm
who
coming
are
to
also
that.
stuck. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That
I'm
to
coming
the
to that.
tipping point. Yeah.
So I completed my graduation, and I was kind of into politics. So
Okay.
I was good at speaking.
Mm,
So speaking is very important part of successful life.
mm,
So, but something happened in the political world of Western Uttar Pradesh in 2006. So I
mm.
left politics 100%. I was into student politics. So
Okay.
I got a job in Mohan Cooperative Industrial
Mm,
Estate, Delhi.
mm.
My first salary was 4,800 rupees per month. So
Wow.
after getting my first salary, I got my first smartphone. Then I worked with another company for 10 months, then another company, IBM, for 2 years. Then another big shot company, Mercer, for 3 years. Then the last company was Fidelity Investments in Bangalore. I was working there as a business analyst. And then I left my job in 2014. In 2014, I left my job because I wanted to spend more time with my family and why I wanted to have freedom. In 2020, 2021, I have seen thousands of people shouting about freedom. In
Mm,
2014, I was very much clear that I needed to have freedom. Freedom was on my top list, top priority list. So I started my business coaching institute, TAMS Studies, in 2014. I started giving English language tutorials, interview skills, resume writing, personality development, whatever I could learn in my 10 years of corporate life. I was just sharing that. And students were successful. They were finding me truly fancy because I was from corporate world and I was giving all these classes in my town, Aligarh. So yes, people were highly influenced and impressed. But somehow I was having tons of free time. I was trying to promote my coaching center and trying to grow that. So I started Googling what to do.
mm,
So found SEO and digital marketing things. So
mm.
I started adopting all those things. So till that time, I used to have this thought that one day I will be a big business leader in India. I used to have this thought in
Okay.
2014, 2015. But I used to decline this. No, no, Sunil, that is not possible. You are just a simple person in a very small village. You can't be that. But yes, I used to have this feeling. Even I can be a big business leader. But no, I used to decline that. Okay, not a problem. Then I started using SEO and digital marketing. I got good results because of SEO and digital marketing. So we started this company, Just Bazaar, in 2016, January, the SEO and digital marketing company. I think starting maybe top 50 companies of India in terms of SEO and digital marketing, we are from that time. So
Mm.
after 7 months, we got the first client. 7 months
Okay.
it took after starting because nobody could no nobody could believe that we are good at SEO, we are good at digital marketing. Even people were very not aware about all those things. And when
Right.
it comes to a city,
This was probably pre-COVID, right? 2016 you're referring.
yeah, 2016. So after
Pre-COVID.
COVID, people became very much aware about all these things.
Mm,
Before COVID 2016, nobody was very much aware. At least in a town like Aligarh, people were not aware. Maybe in Delhi, Mumbai, people were uh,
mm,
trying to adopt this.
mm,
So we started giving SEO and digital marketing services, but clients were asking for more social media, website,
mm,
landing pages. Even we did not
mm.
have any idea what is landing page. Some
Okay.
I remember that once my client said, Sunilji, can you make landing page? I was
Mm.
googling what is landing page.
Okay. Yeah.
I was trying to search in Google, but now if you put in Google top landing page coach in India, you will find me in the top position. Okay,
Wow. Great.
so I googled everything, I learned everything, then I provided all those services to my client. Then I hired a team of 30 people. So by the end of 2018, my staff was over 30.
Okay.
We were providing
So this is
digital and
so this is your agency that you're talking about, right? Like a kind
a
of
company, Just
this kind
Bazaar.
Just Bazaar.
Yeah,
Okay. So
company as company.
they were also doing the same stuff, helping the clients in to scale your operations, kind of.
Yes, they were my employees.
Okay. Mm.
So, so 2018, by 2018, we were a big company in India. We had 100 plus clients who were paying on an average 5,000 rupees per month.
Wow, great.
Yeah. And our coaching centers were scaled up. I used to have 3 coaching centers, uh, 2 in Aligarh, 1 in Uttamnagar, Delhi.
Okay.
So it was a great business, great revenue every month, lots of respect, lots of attitude, everything was
Yeah.
there. But because did not have any experience in terms of business management, business scaling, HR and finances, that kind of experience I did not have. I would
Correct.
call it a success by chance by 2018, by luck.
Okay. Okay.
But by the end of 2019, I was on road. Pockets were empty,
29.
employees left us.
Acha.
Yes, within 10 months, game changed.
So that was a
So
tipping
employee,
point.
yeah, you can call it right. Employees left us.
Okay.
Employees started putting blame on us. Relatives left. They stopped recognizing me.
Mm.
That was very difficult
Mm.
time we were having. Then we started again, but COVID happened in 2020. So we were trying to just
Okay.
get up from the defeat we had in 2019 and then COVID. So like
Mm.
I was under the debt of 25 lakh rupees in 2020.
Right.
We had a loss of 98 lakh rupees. Whatever we used to have lost. Property was
Mm.
lost, gold was lost, jewelry was lost.
Mm.
Right. So in 2020, I used to, I mean, cry with family. I was not able to face myself in the mirror. That was a very difficult situation. I cannot express now in words. But then
So,
I
so
went to
Sunil,
Delhi. Then I went to
mhm.
Delhi NCR for
Mm.
finding a job because
Okay.
had to find bread and butter for the family.
Right.
But got a job in Agra. I was searching in Delhi NCR, got a job in Agra through LinkedIn. Then I came
Okay.
to Agra, worked there for 10 months. Within
Mm.
10 months, I prepared myself for my next
Mm.
journey that I would start everything digitally. I will serve more business owners, whatever I have learned in the last 4 to 7 years. So I prepared myself for 10 months. Then I left my job again in 2021 March. I started my digital business.
So this was
And
2021 March.
yes, I
Okay.
started my digital success journey. So how I started, I found so many people on the internet, they were facing technical problems.
Correct.
Business owners, coaches, students, digital marketers.
Mm.
I
Mm.
found maybe more than 1,000 people and I
Mm.
helped them. Come to me, come on call, come on Google Meet, let me help you. Because I had this great experience of establishing a company, providing SEO and
Mm.
digital marketing services. So I was helping all these people with my whole heart without expecting anything. And that
Mm.
help actually helped me establish myself as a digital coach. Some people started paying me. I told them, it's okay, I can help you. No need to pay. But they said, no, Sunil, you are giving tons of time. You deserve this money. So people paid me in 2021. So I
Mm.
got high ticket students, 3 high ticket students in 2021 itself.
Wow.
Uh,
And
right now we
these are
call
all the
them diamond members.
wow. So these are all the students who were there in the initial phase to whom you are servicing
No,
when
they
you
were
started.
well established coaches. They were coaches actually. So they were
Okay.
coaches
Okay.
and they were from different parts of the India. And I was not part of any community by that time. They just found me uh, through my social media presence and SEO content.
Mm. Mm.
Some people from Hyderabad, some people from Mumbai. Then
Okay.
I started my digital coaching business, digital marketing coaching.
Mm.
started learning management system, automated my systems, struggled. So full-fledged, I started in September 2021. I started my Facebook ad, got 21 admissions in the very first month. That was
Wow.
very motivating start. So
Okay.
things were not tough for me because I used to have all this knowledge of SEO, digital marketing, and everything, even before we were providing to our clients, right? So
Mm.
that's why things were very easy for me. Thank God, God and universe both prepared me for
True.
these digital times.
True.
So after 2021, lots of people came into contact. I learned so many things myself from the digital
Mm.
world. I have learned so many things. Then I helped so many business owners in different industries, jewelry, leather, ready-made garments, doctors. So many doctors are my clients in India. So many business
Wow.
owners. So
Wow.
that's how the things are going. And in the last 7 to 8 years, I have been one of the best SEO experts and coaches in India. I mean, nobody has been
Wow.
nearby. Yeah,
Wow. That's. I think
and
universe has equally reciprocated when it has
yes, yeah,
paid off your journey.
yeah. I think it takes time. So things are awesome now.
Yeah.
Google talks about me. I don't have to talk about me. Google can talk about me.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. So I think with all your heartfelt conversation that you're sharing, so what really felt or strikes me equally is I can resonate those moment of truth that you were sharing. So those roller coaster journey, ups and downs, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, in today's date, we see so many flashes story in the space of digital space, right? And people say like, aa jao, click kar do, 1 lakh kama lo, and all that stuff, right? So what you shared actually, resonate equally as well. I think this is some discussion we have been also having it offline also. When we started conversing, these were some of the flair that I found within you, and that's what
Yes,
actually has
yes,
allowed
yes,
me to resonate. Yeah. So you
yes,
believe really, Sunilji, that that is it really those flashy ad that does that really help, or is it that digital mindset, the psychology behind it? Like you mentioned that in your initial days, it was more from your client's journey that you got it as a reverse engineering, right? You got their inputs, you got the market feedback that helps you to get validate and get the confidence on the table, rather showing flashy ad and doing some performance marketing and shout making a shout out and all that stuff. So which really works well? Is it the market uh, feedback comes back and validation, or is it the validation which has to do more with more shout out and more marketing? Because everyone is spending money on marketing and ad. So what is the real taste of it? Just to understand.
so I am being honest. For me, the market and my clients have made me. For
True.
me, they asked me, I learned it, I served them.
Mm.
That's how I have made myself. And the most important thing that I was always open to learn. I never stopped learning. And I always say that when you finish your college, you start your learning.
Wow.
You do not stop learning. When you finish your college, you start your learning. So many
Wow.
people think that learning is stopped, but the real learning starts after that.
So
Real
people who
and
are
better learning.
so I think this becomes a golden tagline. People who will be watching it later also. Sunilji just
Yes.
mentioned that when you finish your college, you
College
start the real learning. Am
learning.
I right?
Yes, yes. Learning
Wow.
starts.
That's great. That's great. Okay. So Sunilji, how, I mean, so today's date, the existing business owner of this small businesses who are probably in a range of 1 CR to 5 CR or 10 CR, right? And who are trying to make their business to an online presence. So what would be that one, message for them? Because I'm sure everyone have those inhibitions ki online mein kar paunga kya? Online karunga to kaise karna and all that stuff, those typical, because the resistance is always inside first. I still recall my initial days when I started the same as well. And I think you are bang on the same table that no one comes with flashy stories. People who has been always there in the same, in the top level as well, they all go through the same phases because the principle is same end of the day, right? No one has, maybe the frequency will differ. You will have a different frequency, or someone else will have a different frequency, but the principle remains same. So for business owners or existing business owners, small business owners who are in those small towns, and because honestly speaking, economy doesn't lies in McKinsey or JP Morgan. Yeah, economy always lies in those small businesses. The real GDP of the country is always in the small businesses. So if that message has to be passed upon, who are already looking out for that some one hand, maybe he's looking out for that Sunilji who is there to support me and to get onto my journey and all that. So what is that one message to them in terms of the success stories? Like you already mentioned, now you have so many clients and people are already knowing you by Google and all that. So what is that message to them? So in terms of the actionable or the strategy or the tips that you can share in terms of success stories or yeah.
So, first of all, most of the people, they are not very ambitious. They are contented by whatever they have. Small showroom owner is very happy.
Acha.
He doesn't want to scale. He doesn't want to
Mm,
compromise whatever he has. Happy with that. Whatever is working, happy. He thinks that that is the limit of the success. But a few people who are trying, but they don't have patience.
okay.
So my simple
Mm,
message is adopt a system
mm.
and have patience.
Come again. Adopt a system.
Adopt a system and have
Mm,
patience. So for
okay.
example, somebody says that we have a sari showroom and we want to
Mm,
have 10 sari showrooms. Then there is a system
mm,
to scale it.
right.
And we have to implement it with patience.
Mm,
And in this world, there is no successful person, not a single
mm.
successful person who has been successful without a mentor.
So
But
the message to the audience is you must adopt a system and have patience, and you must have a mentor.
under the mentor, you should have a system and patience.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, correct me if
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
wrong. So you must have a
Yes,
mentor to have that hand holding, and under the guidance of that mentor, you must adopt the system and have patience to go to the next level.
yes.
Okay, great. Anything
In
else?
India, people at the age of 35, 40, 45, 50, they
Uh,
think that they know everything.
okay, okay.
They think that they know everything. They have seen everything in the world. But in order to grow in life, stop thinking that you know everything and start learning.
Okay, okay,
People
got it.
have crores and crores of rupees of wealth and crores of
Mm,
rupees of revenue. I have been observing for the last 10 years, but they are not
mm,
able to grow because they have a fixed
mm,
mindset. And people with learning mindset, from zero to crores, they have grown because they have
mm,
been learning and they have been flexible, they have been taking risks.
mm.
But some
I think.
big business
Mm,
owners have not been able to grow.
No, I think what you mentioned is truly correct because even if you take any of the conventional business brand which has grown, let's forget out country also. Even if you talk within India also, I mean, we have stories who has already grown from zero to multi-billion-dollar businesses. They all have been adaptable in their journey, some way or the other. You know, you take any name, it's there, whether it is Airbnb or whether it is Xerox or whether it is PVR for that matter, right? Who has just replaced the cinema concept. So all of them are adaptable in their journey, and they have never shout out for the fact that they have been very obsessed in the market and they are the super boss in the market. I mean, rather it is on the other way. Who has already thought the fact that they have been the super boss? They are nowhere in the market in today's date. I mean, that's the
Yes, yes,
way
yes,
it has been there. You see Nokia and all that, right? We know. I mean,
yes,
you name it,
yes,
it's
yes.
already there. They were never market oriented. They are always obsessed with their ethos and aura and all that. How much they are in the market and all that. So I think beautifully
Yeah,
what you crafted and you mentioned also that that has been the tripping point in your journey also, where the market has given you everything, and then you have started giving the same back to the market, which has actually helped to take it to the next level. And I
yes,
equally resonate. You also mentioned the same that it's also on the ground that you adopt a mentor, you adopt a system, and you must have a patient to take it to the next level. I think it's a choice to scale your business, right? It is
yes,
definitely
yes,
a choice.
yes.
Yeah, because gone are those days where Lalaji used to sit in the dukan and we used to have punch in another 5 lakhs and 10 lakh or say कि जाओ जाके market में धंधा करो. Those days are
Yeah,
gone.
yeah, yeah.
Now business doesn't work in operations or finance mode. It's truly
You cannot
more
scale with that mindset.
correct. Right. So
If you want to scale,
so
if you want to go places, then you have
mm,
to be adaptable and you have to be
mm,
open-minded. You have to be
mm,
respecting the market.
mm.
So you have to sacrifice your ego. I call it
Mm.
nonsense ego.
Wow.
Because real ego is making progress. If you
True.
have ego and if you are not making progress,
Mm,
you have nonsense ego. I'm very
mm,
egoistic about my progress. I have tons of
mm,
ego, and my ego is
mm.
that thousands and thousands of my clients and students should be successful. That is my ego. Whatever
Wow.
I do, I serve at them noon or at night. They should become successful. That is my real ego.
True.
I'm very
True.
egoistic and I'm very selfish.
Abs- Yeah.
My
True.
real selfishness is I should grow, my community should grow, my society should grow. I'm very selfish about
Wow.
my society and community.
Mm. So I think the real taste is on the purpose and the vision also. I mean, this is also boiling down to the same all these factors also, right? I mean, as a business
Yes.
owner, if those purpose and visions are not there, probably your community or your clientele can equally resonate with the vibration. I mean, they can easily see through it that yes,
Right.
he is more of a transaction oriented, or he is more of a community oriented, or kind of stuff like that. So I
Yes,
think
yes, yes.
technology part, that is not a challenge. I mean, the resistance where small business owners keep on giving those zone of excuses that मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा, FB ad नहीं मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा. So I think those are not typically the challenges. The real challenge is the adaptability. The real challenge is surrendering to a mentor. The real challenge is adopting a system under the mentor and then taking to the next level. I think these are the real challenge to overcome, where
Yes.
small owners, even if they are in a city where it is a 1 kilometer radius, they can still grow from there and make a next step. Right?
Right. So all these
Amazing,
things are
amazing.
like tools. Mindset is a tool, adaptability is a tool, sacrificing your ego is a tool. The only thing that is missing,
Mm.
that is vision. People cannot see what they can achieve. People don't believe that they can achieve this.
Okay,
So I had this
okay,
vision in 2021 that yes, I am India's leading digital coach. That day, Google did not
okay,
even recognize me. If you put in Google India's leading
mm,
digital coach, I am one of the best in the world, not only in India. In every country,
wow,
people can search, and I'm appearing on top. So I had this vision. I worked on
mm,
this vision. Now the results are pretty clear.
coming pretty clear. Yes, yes.
Uh,
So
So
it
the
requires
vision, commitment, and goals. Without people are
mm,
living without goals.
mm.
They need to have goals. People are living without
so
goals.
so this comes to the, I mean, this boils down to our last question probably. So I think new year is coming, and people are there in that celebrity mode, happy new year and all that. So what would be that one message from your end, setting up the goal expectation for 2024, or probably a vision for small businesses? How should they look forward in terms of the roadmap, or kind of
So don't lead a life of regrets.
don't live a life of
Don't
regrets.
lead a life of regrets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, don't lead a life of regrets, right? So, how it would transform to a goal? I mean, what should be the goal expectations, or should they define it?
So people have these many sentences in their life. I should have traveled to Italy. I would have bought Mercedes. I would have learned digital marketing. I would have opened 10 new branches. I would have scaled my business to crores. So people are living their life in I would have and I should have.
Yes.
These all are regrets. So if
Mm.
they start taking action, they have a mentor, they are implementing on regularly basis, they will not have regrets.
They will
At
adopt
least
a
they would have
system.
tried. Yeah.
Right, right, right. So you don't need more knowledge. You just need that commitment to and surrender to your mentor. If I have to summarize.
Yeah,
Is that
your
right?
mentor can push you regularly. You need only a
Mm,
mentor.
mm,
And sometimes
mm,
I tell this, it may be weird, but I'm being
mm,
bitter honest here. The
mm,
costliest fee you pay to have a mentor, the sooner you will
mm.
have success.
Come again? The costliest fee.
The higher fee
You,
you pay to your mentor,
mm, mm.
the sooner you will have success.
Wow. So just note it down, whoever is watching it later after that. So the higher you pay your fee to your mentor, the sooner you'll get your success. Okay, this is
Yes.
the golden tag
In
for 2024.
2019, Avikji, I
Yeah.
was buying books from Amazon, and my
Okay.
buying habit was the book should cost between 100 to 400.
Okay.
So this was in my mind. If the book
Mm.
is costing more than 500, array, this belongs to rich community. It doesn't belong to me. ये तो रईस
Okay.
लोगों की
Okay.
I should not buy this. But
Okay.
like I wanted to break something. So
Mm.
I started breaking my patterns. In 2019, I bought a book when I was going through a deep financial hardship. I bought a book called Get Smart of Brian Tracy. That book costed me 850 rupees. And that
Get
made me
Smart
rich.
by Brian. Get Smart by Brian Tracy.
Brian Tracy. Right?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So that
Mm.
was my breaking the pattern in 2019. And in 2023, I have bought a book worth rupees 2800 rupees.
Wow. What's the name of the
I'm
book?
not saying it is worth millions, but in Aligarh, if I tell someone that I have bought a book worth rupees 2800, they will call
It
me
is.
mad.
Yeah, okay. I got it.
Uh,
Okay. And what's the book?
so
If you if you name
it's
the book, can you show or if it is possible?
it is Yoga Vasist Maharamayanam.
Oh, something spiritual. Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
So since you
people
already
people don't
raised,
expect that I read spiritual books.
okay. Don't judge the book by cover,
Yeah.
you know. So Sunilji, since you already raised the topic, and it's a very close topic to my heart, you believe that frequency, vibration, energy, does these things really matters when it comes to super success, or is it only ability and capabilities and skills? I mean, just to summarize.
Capabilities, skills are nothing. Vibration, frequency, energy is everything. These are the only things that matter. Capability, skills, nothing. They don't matter at all. Vision, frequency, energy, vibration. These are the only things that matter. I can shout it whole day.
Wow, you
Earlier,
made my day.
yeah, earlier
Thank
I had this thought. I'm capable. I know how to do it. I'm not
you.
getting
Yes.
success. What is the reason? Now I
True.
got the reason after these many years. Because of the mindset, because of the frequency, because of the energy, vibration, and because of the company you keep.
Mm.
Company is also important. The books you read are important. Your vision important. So
Yes.
by doing one thing correctly, you cannot make your life correct. You have to do a few things correct so that you become successful and happy. And the real success is
Mm.
happiness. If you are
So I
happy,
think
you are successful.
right. So I think you just mentioned it. It's the tip of the iceberg that we see, which is named so-called success. But the real
Yes,
iceberg is the portion which is dipped inside the water,
yes,
right?
yes,
And I think that's what about hope, anxiety, stress, depression. That's the major part of the iceberg, which is dipped inside the water, right? And
yes,
you just mentioned it that to come out of that part of that iceberg, which is no one is able to see, you require a book on in those tipping point. You require a company in those tipping point. You require a mentor in this tipping point, right? And everyone has every successful business owners or influencer in this space has a mentor somehow that. So if I have to ask you some of the guideline or some of the person or some of the name that you can just come in your fingertips if you have to name the company, so if you have to name a few of them, who they would be, including your spiritual side, if you want, if you're okay with it. I mean, just to understand.
Can you please repeat what I have to tell?
Yeah, I said you mentioned that your company, yeah, your company also matters, the
Yes,
people that you
company
associate
matters.
with. Yeah, yeah. In the mentor list you mentioned book, you also mentioned the company that you are associated with. only then you can come out of those uh, inner resistances, and you can vibrate with those higher frequency and energy, right?
Right, right, right,
Like
right.
you just mentioned. So all of us have those 2 3 people in our life who has pulled out from the zone of uh, insecurity, from the zone of fearfulness, from the zone of that
Yes,
threatness, right?
yes, yes.
So and we in today's date, when we look back, we really get goosebumps कि अगर वो लोग नहीं होते मेरे जिंदगी में तो आज मैं कहाँ होता, something like that.
Right, right, right,
शायद
right.
शायद बाहर के दुनिया में we face and we say some flashy story, but we know the story is nothing flashing, it's the journey which is flashing, right?
Yes.
So if I have to ask you, who are those golden moments or people who are in your life who has came like Aladdin ka chirag kind of, and if you have to name some of them, so who are they would be? I mean, your
So
mentors or your
in 2014, I was trying to leave my job, and this person
okay.
called Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev made me leave my job.
Okay. Acha, acha.
Sooner than I thought, he made me leave my job. Okay, he
Okay.
said like, you have everything inside. Don't look for happiness outside. I convinced myself everything I have
Okay.
inside, so I left my job. Second person, I used to listen to Robin Sharma a lot. Robin
Okay.
Sharma a lot. Yeah, in those days.
Yeah.
Then I followed Brian Tracy. Then I followed Zig Ziglar,
Okay.
and Zig Ziglar, Robin Sharma, Brian Tracy, Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev, and lots of Gyan from Sandeep Maheshwari.
Okay.
So lots of credit goes to him. And
Mm.
I have learned a lot from Vivek Bindra and Ujjwal Patni. If you are being, I'm being honest here. Okay.
Okay.
Then I learned from the writer of The Compound Effect,
Mm.
Darren Hardy.
Mm.
And then in my life came Siddharth Rajshekar in 2021.
Okay. In
So,
the digital space.
yeah. So
Mm.
then I learned how to surrender. I have been keeping the company of all these people. So,
Mm.
so many people can be like wondering how can you keep the company of these people. But I
Mm.
read Brand in the morning, Darren Hardy in the evening, and then Zig Ziglar in the afternoon. I have all these thoughts. I have surrounded myself with these people in the form of books.
Yeah, I always
So
keep watching this and I get inspired whenever I interact with you. Oh my God, this guy is so knowledgeable. I'm
uh,
nowhere in front of him.
so I
So
read
then,
Gita, I read Maharamayana. So
wow.
I keep my mind clean by reading all these things, and I have learned to trust my gut feeling.
Mm.
Whatever your gut feeling is telling you, follow that, and you will be greater than you might think. People don't follow the gut feeling, they doubt it. But gut feeling comes from the universe, not from your gut. Gut feeling is created by universe. Follow that, and you are unstoppable.
I think this reminds me of a statement. I have heard it somewhere. It says, leadership is always governed by insight, from inside. Leadership
Yeah.
is nowhere outside. You know, there are those moments, there are those critical decisions to be taken in life, there are those tough moments where we are not aware what to do next, and those inner call vibration that comes out and says, Sunil, ye karo, and you do it
Yes. Yes.
and it becomes a big success. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And I think we all face such situation, and then हम बोलते हैं कि नहीं नहीं वो तो मेरे वजह से हुआ था, तो मैंने ये कर दिया वो कर दिया, लेकिन it's not that. It's that inner vibration who has actually given you the prompt कि ये कर, फिर काम बन
Yes.
जाएगा, और बन जाता है वो काम.
Yes. Yes.
And I think that's where you're mentioning that energy, reciprocation, and all that matters, right?
Yes. And real freedom is when you can follow your gut feeling. You are really free.
True,
If you are not able
true.
to follow your gut feeling, you are slave of circumstances.
Mm. Guys, please, if you're watching it after also like replay, please make a note of all these golden moments. I think these are 1 crore statements coming out of it. So the last statement that we had is, if you're not founding your gut moments, your gut feeling, then you are becoming a slave of your circumstances. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
If you are not free to follow your gut feeling, you are slave to your circumstances. Don't be a slave. Be free.
Wow. 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 You made my day. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much, Sunilji.
Most welcome.
So
Even I am
before wrapping it
grateful.
up, I think my pleasure, Sunilji. So before wrapping it up, just a small reflection. I think today's session has been very, very raw and very authentic. So people who will be watching it
Yes.
later, if you really want to know and understand more about what Sunil Chaudhary does and what is his core expertise, he's a real gem in his in his area. That much I can say, because I have been interacting with him for a long time, and I just don't interview anyone for the sake of doing interview. I really understand. I really go through those deep understanding, and he has been in that resonant moment. I think this interview has given us that confidence to understand his level of authenticity, the background that he comes from. So if you really want to hop in and get into with his work and take your business to online and get his support as well, all the links has been shared below. So anytime, whenever you are watching it later, also just type those hashtag replay, so we can come to understand that yes, you have been there also. And his all links in terms of his site, his Facebook group links, all that has been shared below also. You can directly connect with him and ensure that you get support without any excuse. Get a mentor, adopt a system, and be patient, and don't be slave to your circumstances. Thank you, Sunilji. Thank you for all your time, and it
Thank
was
you.
wonderful. And thank
Most
you for all your
welcome.
time once again. Wonderful for all your pleasure. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you very much, Abhijit. Thank you
Bye.
very much.